Hey, what's up, Rifters? This is Rift here, Rift Talks. Doing a little bit different today. We're doing a voiceover on some pack openings. But first thing first, you see this one right here, the Sorry pack. This is going to be given away to one lucky viewer here. All we got to do is get 100 subs. Now we're quarter of the way there already. So if everyone who watches this video subs and comments on the video, I'll use one of those random number picker thingies. We'll get your name. I'll make sure you're subbed, and I'll reach out to you, and I'll mail this to you. Try to be nice. I know it's hard to get packs out there, and I got 6 of them here, so I figured I'd give one of them away. But we got to hit 100 subs. We're only like 70 away, so it shouldn't be too hard. But just comment your favorite card or what you're looking forward to most in the comments, and please subscribe, and you'll be entered to win. Now, these packs are hot, man. I don't know if you've seen those signature cards, but they are hitting the market now. Lee Sin signature recently sold for 1,200 big ones. They're on TCG Player. Now that could be manipulated. You don't know, but what can be said is Ari signature right now is currently at like $800 bidding, and we got 2 days left on that one. We've seen Volley Bear go for around 700. So these cards are selling pretty high right now, at least the signature series, and then a lot of sales and trading within the public community, such as Facebook and whatnot. If you haven't joined any Facebook groups, I highly recommend it. A lot of good stuff in there, a lot of more unfiltered, if you will, than you sometimes see on Reddit or YouTube. But Facebook Facebook communities have a lot of action right now. So I was lucky. I don't get out much. I have 3 small children, toddlers. I'm not able to get out to Walmarts and whatnot, but I have a friend who was able to. He picked up a bunch of packs for different members of our friend group, and he was an awesome guy and gave me a couple here, and so I'm able to share this with you a little bit early. But yeah, goodness, I just opened these up a couple hours ago, and I wasn't quite sure how to do it. So coming in from Pokemon and whatnot, but it looks like you just remove the back card there and flip it over, and you have your commons right here in the front. Now the artwork, there is a lot of reused artwork. I think most all of it's reused except for the signatures, perhaps, and some of the alt arts. But the cards are very clean in terms of the art and the style. I really like it. Now the quality, the cuts, that there's lots of room for improvement there. And that's one of the main complaints here that I'm seeing is the cut quality. Just a lot of fraying and edging. And if you're sending these suckers to PSA, good luck to you. It's hard tag, especially because there's a lot of fraying and a little bit of miscutting going on there. But the art and I think the surface of the cards at least is awesome, and the foiling textures on a bunch of them is just really cool. Now they do have foiled and non-foiled variations. It looks like for all the common and uncommon. So if you're going for a master set, there is a lot of cards for you to pick up. Look at that Echo. Look how that shines. Isn't that nice? And then some of them you look at and you're like, "Is this a foil? Not sure." And then you hit the light, like, "Okay, it's a foil." Now look at this. This took me by surprise. This rune card here. Now, this alternate art special rune card had not only the foil, but had a special textured background that isn't the same as some of the other ones. And something else that really threw me off as someone who's trying to collect them all is there was, in the bottom left there where it has the number, it had like a little A, like a, alternative number out of whatever, and I'm like, "Goodness, now I have to reorder my whole binder and everything." I had them all labeled, and I had all the numbers assigned so I could just put them in there, and now I see these alternates, so I think for now, the alternates are just gonna go in the back with the overnumbered cards. There's that Gangplank Cannon Barrage. I love the Poros too. I love everything. As someone who's played League of Legends, like you look at some of these and you're like, "Oh, I know who that is," or "I've seen this," you know? And I don't know where all the scenes come from. I assume they're all from various pieces of art throughout the game and online and the art books and the anime. But like right here, this Poro, he's a foiled, but he doesn't quite look like it right away. Now the Tarek, you can definitely tell the Tarek when you got that blue and purple there, that like neon in the background. I love this Tarek card. Fabulous gems, fabulous. And then whatever this thing is here. I thought this was Tom Kench, but I don't know. A little Tom Kenchy, but that doesn't quite look like him. He's not a frog per se, more of a catfish. Now, there was a little bit of debate on the Facebook communities and whatnot, and even on Reddit about opinions on how expensive these signature cards and whatnot should be. I was comparing them to Pokemon. Like, look, my thought process was we have the Chinese market's the closest counterpart, right? And of course, there's other modifiers like the waifu tax, what's popular, what's playable, whatnot. All this affects the prices. But just from a collecting standpoint, you have the English and the Chinese, counterpart. And Pokemon, you have English, and I say the Japanese is the closest counterpart. Now they're both major IPs, and this is a brand new game, but usually the English is about double the price of Japanese. So I figured maybe the Chinese, compared to English, signature cards should be about double the price of the Chinese variants. And goodness, that threw people up in a hissy fit. Well, there's all these other reasons and blah blah blah. I'm like, I understand that. And then you could probably talk about this topic for hours. And then someone mentioned about the rarity. The signature cards are about 1 in 700. And if we compare that to some popular chase cards throughout the years, like the Moonbryon, which is about a 1 in 2,000 with Evolving Skies, 1 in 2,000 pack, and that sat around the 600 mark for the longest time before the scalping situation got up there. Now, if you look at that card in particular, there's really no other cards in that set that really come to that value. The Rayquaza is there, but not quite as high. So, even though there's 10 to 15 other signature cards in the series, are they all going to hold the same weight as the Ari per se? Or is the Lee Sin only up there because it was the first auction? I don't know what to say, but my gut is telling me signature cards are going to be anywhere from 200 to 500 depending on the rarity. Ari might be the outlier because she's got that waifu tax. I could see her hitting up to like the 800 mark, even months after everyone starts ripping packs. But I don't think they're going to be as crazy as they are now. Look at that color there. I love the foil when it's like the blue, purple, pink, like that gradient, filter. I really love that. And then this Nocturne, holy cow. This was so cool. I thought this card was bigger than what it was, just being an uncommon or what have you, and, that's another thing. Some of these uncommons feel special. The artwork and the foil, every time you pull something, you never know what you're gonna get, and they just some of the uncommons are just as cool as the epics, in my opinion, and I love that about this. It makes the game a little bit more accessible, especially for collectors and people who have favorites. Riot, I think, did a good job on giving a little bit of love to everybody and making sure everyone had a cool card, a cool version. And I appreciate that. I think that charm card's going to be really nice in a deck. Now, this is a little bit of last pack magic here, and I knew this was special when I pulled it, and you'll see here in a second. But goodness, the difference in quality and the textures like we saw with that rune there is, just really stands out. So when you get something very special beyond a foil, it's noticeable. It's got that feeling to it, that sting. And look at this vein. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. I love the champion cards. I think they're just all so neat. The border and the radiant foiling and all that. I think they did a really good job on these. And then boom, well, bam, got the big dog right here, Darius. And if you can look the top right there, you see how like that's a like raised texture. Like that's all bumpy, and they got like this special texture on these guys on the over numbers, which is so cool, along with the hollow and the whole way down, and it just stands out. And I wish you guys could see this in person because it just looks so clean in person. And we got the rune card there, but I got very lucky with this one and the rune. I think this is like 1 out of 70 packs. Same with the rune. So I got two cards there that are like a 1 in 70 pack, just out of 5 cards. So if hey, hopefully you're lucky too. We can get 100 subs here. We're 70 away. Please remember to subscribe and comment your favorite card or what you're looking forward to most. I'm going to be sending it out hopefully, tomorrow. I hope we hit that quick, but I'm going to be doing some commentary styles like this every now and then. I'm going to have, I got a booster box to open for you guys here in a week. That's going to be a long video, but thanks for sticking around as Rift Talks, and we'll have some news updates soon.